CTV News at 5 with Hudson Mack.
Well, here's something that might show up in a survey, a sign that the Christmas spirit's alive and well in Greater Victoria. A Good Samaritan turned in a lost wallet to Saanich Police today, a wallet full of cash. Police say it was found in the Broadmead Plaza on Royal Oak Drive, not far from the Thrifty Food Store. And Saanich Police would like to get the wallet back to its rightful owner in time for Christmas. There are two details you have to know to identify it as yours: what the wallet looks like and the denominations of the bills inside. If it's your wallet and you can identify it, you're asked to go to the front counter of the Saanich Police Department. Telephone inquiries will not be accepted. Well, the Royal Canadian Navy is keeping watch over the money being collected this year in the Salvation Army kettles. With kettle donations down and the need for services up, Rear Admiral Nigel Greenwood and senior officers from CFB Esquimalt were manning the kettles this morning, and members of the Naden Band were there spreading Christmas cheer on the streets outside the Base Centre downtown. With just 10 days left, the kettle campaign is a long way from hitting its goal.
Well, you know, I think we're coming up to Christmas here, and a lot of people have front-end loaded their Christmas shopping with early activities. But here we are. We're getting close to the end of the kettle drive, and people need to come forward. And we hope that the band's presence here, the music, will put people in the spirit of generosity.
The Salvation Army in Victoria expects to help more than 1,500 families this holiday season and appreciates the Navy's help. Well, speaking of the Royal Canadian Navy, it is almost time to light up the base and the ships. Let's take you to Astrid, who's live on board HMCS Algonquin for the 24th annual Navy light up. And of course, a lot of bragging rights on the line tonight, Astrid.
Absolutely. It is going to be an amazing event, as it is every year. So right now we are on HMCS Algonquin. HMCS Ottawa is in the shop right now getting some work done. So that was the ship that actually won last year. It's a beautiful evening. Showers have held off. Here's a look at the temperatures right now. Perhaps this is where you are right now, around Cedar Hill. It is 5 degrees, and we've got lovely mild temperatures right the way through the capital region. Overnight tonight, we are going to see normal temperatures, so around 2-3 degrees right now at CFB Esquimalt. The showers are holding off. Perfect as we get ready to flick the switch on the lights. So I want to introduce you, if you don't know him already, Commodore Peter Ellis. Hello.
Hi, how are you, Astrid?
I'm great. So nice to be here tonight. This is an exciting event for you. Tell me about the competition that goes on between the ships and the buildings at this light up.
It's terrific. You know, all our sailors, soldiers, and airmen in the ships really take a lot of pride in preparing for this contest. There's some competition between the units, and of course the buildings ashore, where you've got a mixture of our civilian and military workers all work together, and they spruce up the buildings. They're really quite competitive. Last year the fire hall won the best building, and as you said, Ottawa won the best ship. You know, everybody has a lot of fun doing the decorating. Plus, they're really excited about being able to support the Mustard Seed, which is an organization that does a tremendous amount of good in our community. They feed about 7,000 people a month.
Really
a lot of those are kids, so it's terrific to be able to have some fun and help the community.
Absolutely. It is a great cause, so we encourage everyone to come down and check this out. Tonight through to Christmas Eve, 6 to 9 p.m. There are buses that will tour you around the base, and you really don't want to miss this event, Hudson. It's beautiful, and coming up just around 5:30, we are going to flick the switch on the lights and really get in the festive spirit. So
look forward to it, Astrid. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye. The province and 9 Victoria area First Nations have signed a new child protection accord. It's one that Premier Christy Clark says could serve as a blueprint for future agreements to save kids. The Premier says the Child and Family Wellness Accord recognizes that Victoria area First Nations are in the best position to lead the development of family and child protection services. The province says there have been tragic setbacks in care, including child deaths, and that this deal shows both sides are learning to work with each other. Local First Nations say the accord gives them more power and strength to take leadership roles in the development of safe homes for area children. A Vancouver Island Foundation is being recognized as one of the most giving charities right across the country. A nationwide poll says the Victoria Hospice is making the biggest difference in people's lives. Victoria Hospice has been selected as one of the only organizations nationwide named a top pick by Charity Intelligence Canada. Among the criteria used to determine which charities are top picks is the percentage of donations spent on fundraising. The study this year shows that Victoria Hospice spent just 17% of its donations on fundraising. That compares to other charitable groups at 50%. It is the third time Victoria Hospice has been recognized for its work by the Charity Intelligence Group. Hospice provides end-of-life care focused on palliative treatment and has done so since 1980. More local news still ahead. Let's take you to CFB Esquimalt, getting ready for the big light up on the deck of HMCS Algonquin. Astrid standing by. Astrid.
We are literally 10 seconds away from flicking the switch. The countdown's on now. And here we go. The 24th annual Navy Light Up Contest officially begins 2, 1, now. And the lights are going on here at CFB Esquimalt. Definitely, you want to come and check this event out. It is a lot of fun. 6 ships, 11 buildings. The contest runs 6 to 9 p.m. every night until December 24th. Look at the party we're having here. We're on HMCS Algonquin right now.
Supporters of PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, are going to go bare and are doing so to protest fur this holiday season. Demonstrators took it all off today and hit the streets in downtown Victoria. The woman dressed up as a cow, a leopard, and a snake to represent leather, fur, and exotic skins. The group is trying to send a buy animal prints, not animal skins message.
We're encouraging people to cross fur, leather, wool, and exotic animal skins off of their shopping list this Christmas. There's so many fashionable alternatives like faux fur, synthetic leather that there's no excuse for wearing any animal skin or fur these days.
The PETA protesters are traveling across Canada this holiday season to try to get their message across. Before coming to the island, they were bearing it all in much chillier climes in Edmonton and in Winnipeg. Gas prices have been on a wild ride up and down Vancouver Island. For the first time in years, they are below $1 in Greater Victoria. And drivers responded this morning by filling up at 99.9, and then later as the price came down to 97.9 cents per litre. But as you head north over the Malahat, the prices go north too. People in Nanaimo are still paying more than $1.20 per litre, and some drivers are frustrated to hear that the price is so much lower in Greater Victoria.
I just don't understand. I understand in Victoria they have other taxes for the bus route and all that kind of stuff, and same with Vancouver, but why are our prices so high over here?
It makes me wonder why the government has never found any collusion or anything like that, any evidence of collusion between gas companies, because that's bad.
If I was to get upset about everything that frustrated me, there's not enough hours in the day.
Victoria has the lowest prices on the island right now. It appears Port McNeill has the highest. Drivers there are paying $1.33.9 per litre. RCMP in Nanaimo say a man who was found dead in a backyard on Fitzwilliam Street on Sunday was not the victim of foul play. He's now been identified as 37-year-old Christopher William Lazon. Police will not say what was his cause of death, but they have ruled out homicide. They are now looking for information about Lazon's activities in the hours leading up to his death.
We're not prepared to say how Mr. Lazon died. What we will say is that foul play is not involved in his death, and we are continuing our investigation with the BC Coroner Service, and we're asking the public if they can assist us. If they have any information on his whereabouts the day prior to us finding his body on Sunday, December 11th, please contact the Nanaimo RCMP at 754-2345.
Lazon lived in Nanaimo. Police will not say whether he was known to them. A class action lawsuit has been filed against the province and the superintendent of pensions by a group of retired employees of Pope and Talbot, including many former Harmac Mill employees in Nanaimo. Before Harmac became employee-owned, it was owned by Pope and Talbot. The lawsuit claims that the retired workers have seen massive reductions in their pensions, with a total loss of nearly $3 million so far. They say the losses could be up to $15 million. When Pope and Talbot went bankrupt in 2008, the company's pension plan was underfunded by 30%. The affected workers say the province neglected its duty by not safeguarding their pensions with legislation. Transportation note tonight, the Queen of Burnaby goes back into service tomorrow on the Comox to Powell River route. The ferry went in for a major refit in September. Its generators, its port main engine, and its propulsion system have all been overhauled. The ferry also has a new modernized elevator system, and new floors have been put down in the washrooms. A campaign to stop logging on a plot of land in the Neuse Bay has gone online. Protesters occupied the forest on the lot known as DL33 for several weeks, trying to prevent the logging going on, but left after a judge issued an injunction against them. The Nanaimo First Nation has a license to log the land. People against the logging are now trying another tactic. They have launched an online petition aimed at Timber West, urging the company not to buy logs that come from trees on DL33. They say the area is an old-growth forest that needs to be protected.
Learning that Timber West is buying this wood sent us looking through their webpage, where they tell us that they are part of the Sustainable Forestry Initiative, which respects the biodiversity and sustainably logs, etc., etc. However, in the fine print, that is only on their own lands.
The petition's available at gopetition.com. Enter the search phrase BC Timber West. It has been 6 weeks on the road, but the trip's coming to an end, wrapping up in Nanaimo as the Big Boys Toys Moho is full of food and parked in Diana Krall Plaza. The RV has been traveling the island, collecting donations for the annual food drive. And today the tour wrapped up with celebration and a final push for donations. It's the 4th year for the Moho food drive.
Well, originally the food banks were low on food. That's what started us to do it, and it just seems to be a continual thing. The food banks need food, so it's just our way to give back to the community. So we partner up with CTV, Royal Bank, Quality Foods, CK, the radio station, Acme Food. So we just partner up with some good people, want to give back to the community and help the food banks get stocked up.
Organizers will find out tonight if they met their target for this year. They set a lofty goal with a lot of weight behind it.
We came close last year to collecting 10,000 pounds of food. This year, a few of us came and says, let's try to get 10,000 pounds, and we're pretty darn close. So we'll weigh in tonight, and tomorrow we turn over at the food bank. I'm pretty sure we'll be there.
The Moho travels to Nanaimo's Hamperville tomorrow to drop off the extra-large donation, where it'll be divided up and handed out to families and hampers in need this Christmas. Wherever you are on Vancouver Island, a great way to get into the holiday spirit is to see the Navy ships all lit up at CFB Esquimalt. Astrid's live tonight on deck of HMCS Algonquin. Mm-hmm. No repeat winner, though, tonight, Astrid. No repeat for HMCS Ottawa.
No, Ottawa is getting some work done, so we are starting this all on Algonquin. We want to introduce you to some of the first spectators who have checked out the lights. So here we have Charlotte, Wyatt, and Emma Baines, and we have James and Sophie Kerr. And their dads have pretty important jobs around here. So what does your dad do here at CFB Esquimalt?
Well, he just kind of runs the base, keeping everything right, I guess.
That's a pretty big job. Yeah, he's one of the commanders. Okay, so let's ask you two, what does your dad do?
Well, he's the captain of the ship.
He's the captain of this ship, right? Right, so do you, because your dad is the captain of this ship, do you have to pick this ship in the lighting contest?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wouldn't be too happy if you chose a different one, hey? Yeah. What do you think of the light up? What have you seen tonight, and which one do you like the best so far?
Well, I really like the Algonquin. It's probably my favorite.
Oh, 2 votes for Algonquin. Pretty fun to come down and see the lights. Do you feel like you're in the Christmas spirit now?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You know what? If you don't get a thumbs-up vote from the kids, then hey, I don't know what'll get you in the spirit here and get you to come down. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Glad you're enjoying yourselves. Merry Christmas to you. Come down and check it out. This is not only a great annual event, but it's for a great cause as well. You get to support the Mustard Seed Food Bank, bring a non-perishable food item or some cash down to the event here, and you get to take a bus ride through and check out all the great lights and vote for your favorite, like these youngsters did.